Hello everybody, how we doing out there? I hope you guys are having a great day. It is a wonderful Saturday here in fiery California. If you guys can see that background, that is not a cloud, that is smoke. That is a giant cloud of smoke. There's smoke all around me right now. I'm right here next to all the fires, and yeah, it's kind of not okay. It's a little hard to breathe at the moment. In fact, I should be wearing one of these, but if I do, I'm afraid you may not be able to hear me. So I wanted to do a quick little video, and I have some construction workers working around me right now, so hopefully you guys will be able to hear me okay. I had made a video recently on a page called Yeshua Network. You can also check out our video at facebook.com Yeshua Official, and on YouTube it's youtube.com Yeshua Network. Okay. Now the reason I'm making this video right now is I learned some things about social media. I learned some things that you don't want to say. I learned some things that you don't want to hashtag. You don't want to put things like news update. You don't want to put things like this is an emergency. You don't want to put things that kind of let people know that something big is happening. You kind of want to just make it seem like you're just a guy with a cell phone in his backyard, so that it looks real casual, that you're just a normal YouTuber, you're just a normal what would we call it? A normal, Facebooker, I guess. Is that what you would call it? So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. You know, talking like everything is great and fine and dandy when it's absolutely not. Wanted to let you guys know, if you didn't catch the video before, I'm going to repeat some things because the last video got blocked, basically. So Kelly Rice, what are you talking about? Well, I'm speaking kind of cryptic. And the reason I'm speaking kind of cryptic is because the last video got completely blocked. There were 650 shares on the last video, and we only got 16,000 views. And just so you guys know, the video I made in my living room only got 65 shares, and it has 13,000 views. So I want you to think about that for a second. How is it that a video that gets 65 or 654 shares gets 16,000 views, and a video with 65 shares gets 13,000 views? Kind of weird, don't you think? So I learned the hard way that there are certain things that you can't say and can't do and can't post on social media. But what you can do, and what they really like, is cell phony stuff. So I'm actually sitting here with my cell phone showing you the smoke behind me as if I'm just reporting live from the fire as just another neighbor, just another human being. But what I'd like you guys to do, and I'm really sorry to ask you to do this again, but if you guys would be so kind as to share this video, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of repeat very quickly everything that you saw in the video before. And if you don't know, if you're just learning about this for the first time, you see this smoke right behind me? That's a hill right behind me. It's covered with smoke. That smoke is coming from the, it's called the Mosley Fire. They're calling it the Camp Fire here in the Thousand Oaks, Malibu area of California. And that fire, that smoke that I'm breathing in right now, actually has contaminant, radioactive contaminant in it. And that radioactive contaminant is coming from a field called the Santa Susana Field Laboratories. And I highly encourage you to go ahead and Google that. I highly encourage you guys to go ahead, if you're watching this video, just type it in. You'll see there's a whole thing about how they had nuclear mistakes, where they had nuclear problems with reactors melting, half melting down. It's a known thing that the cleanup has never really happened, and that the town that's closest to it, a town called Mosley, I think it's called Mosley, Moolsey, 50 children in that town right next to this field have cancer. It has a 60% higher cancer rate in that town than the rest of America. They have been trying to get that cleaned up for years now, this town mostly, and they haven't been successful. The state of California has not wanted to help them. And now that total field and plant with all this nuclear waste and all this nuclear, is it nuclear or nuclear? I think we always have a conversation about that, don't we? But anyways, whatever it is, radioactive material is now in the air. It's in that cloud right behind me. You see that? So, I'm not going to hashtag this with anything. I'm not going to pretend like this is a big deal. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm not going to talk serious. I'm going to act like I'm just having a wonderful day. And I hope that you guys will kind of read between the lines. I hope that you will understand what it is that I'm saying. And I hope that if you have anybody you love in California, if you have anybody you love who goes to Pepperdine University, anybody in Malibu, Santa Monica, Woodland Hills, Winnetka, Thousand Oaks, Chatsworth, West Hills, anything like that. If you guys have anybody who you care about, or you think you know somebody who might have somebody who cares about them, or in the Los Angeles area, period, you may want to share this video with them. I would recommend, if you've already shared the other one, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead, spend a little bit more effort and share this one as well. I'm going to make this one obviously a lot quicker and a lot kind of like maybe more entertaining. Like I said, as you can tell, I'm trying to like be real casual about this, make it seem like I'm just a dude in my backyard. Oh, look, my backyard. Yay, look at all that smoke coming down my hill. If you guys have seen my videos 1,000 times before, you understand that my hill is not normally smoky like that. This is kind of an unusual thing. And yeah, so radioactive ash, or nuclear ash, is what it's being called. And I hope that you guys will be able to get this out there. Here are the things that people can do. One thing you don't want to do is what I'm doing right now. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to turn that off. One of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to have your clothes getting covered in ash. I literally have ash particles falling on me right now. And you don't want to take that into your house and then like roll around on your bed. You don't want to sit there and get on your couch and cuddle up with a blanket and get that ash all over the place. Also your shoes. So what you want to do is you want to take your shoes off when you get inside the house, because if you're walking on the ground and you're stepping on all this ash, which has nuclear ash in it, and you walk that into your house, you're literally contaminating your house with radioactive material. So you want to make sure that you wash your stuff off, or you separate kind of your clothes as you walk into your place. The other thing that you want to do is you want to call your DTSP, I believe it's called, and those are the people in charge of like toxic things happening in California. You want to call your state representative, and you want to make sure that they know that you're aware of the situation. You also want to make sure that they know that the news is obviously not going to report this, and you want to make sure that they know that you're going to hold them accountable for cleaning this up. Also, if you know anybody in the fire department, or you know anybody who is a fire chief or fire I don't know, representative. They don't necessarily have to be in the fire, working it necessarily. But if you know anybody who works in the fire department in Los Angeles, you may want to contact them. I mean, I imagine they would know what's going on by now, being that they know what's in the area. They know the things that are getting burnt up. But there's also maybe a chance that they don't. There might be a chance that they actually don't know that the ash that they're completely surrounded and covered in is radioactive. So what I would recommend is you take this opportunity to Google a couple things. Santa Susana Field Laboratories. Completely known thing. There's no conspiracy here. It's not like I'm telling you any information that nobody knows. It's absolutely known that they had radiation leaks. It's absolutely known that their radioactive material was buried very shallow. It's absolutely known that that entire place is engulfed and gone now. All this ash in the air is mixed with the ash of that place. And of course, this is not being reported by the news. So I can't make videos that look kind of professional. I can't make videos that say like news update or anything like that. We literally get blocked, 100% blocked. So I have to make a video like this with my cell phone. That's why it looks so different and why I'm talking like this. As you can probably tell, I'm a little perturbed, a little angry that something like this would get blocked. It's totally driving me nuts to think that there are people who are out working in their yards right now, maybe golfing, maybe going to the grocery store, and have no idea that they're completely subjecting themselves to the chance of getting nuclear ash on them and nuclear radiation. Now, a lot of people have written me and they say, oh, iodine, and just be sure to tell everybody about iodine. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of things about iodine it's not 100% true. And I'm going to explain to you something real quick. If you do have somebody who is in this area, I know you're going to want to tell them how to protect themselves. You definitely want them to get a mask. A mask like this is really not going to do too much. It's just going to make it so they don't inhale like actual ash particles, but it'll help. I mean, I definitely feel the difference when I'm breathing out of this and when I'm breathing just normal air. I totally feel the difference. But this iodine thing I want to talk about. There's two kinds of iodine that people recommend just for health reasons on a daily intake. Almost everybody, 90% of the people on the planet are iodine deficiency. 90% of the people on the planet now have that because we used to use it in our food and now we don't. But the thing about iodine, there's two kinds. There's the Logos iodine. It's a type of solution with potassium, and they use the potassium to stabilize the iodine because iodine is very reactive. And then they also have another one that is called Nescient iodine, and there's two schools of thought of which one is better. In all honesty, it doesn't really matter if you're using it. I would recommend the Nescient based upon the research that I have. But for people who are saying you take a big dose of iodine to kind of fight against radiation, what you're doing is you're filling your thyroids with iodine. And what it does is when the iodized radiation particle comes into your lymph nodes, it won't receive them anymore because it's full. Now, I did some research on this, and it turns out that it will help you for a second to kind of be blocking this radiation, but you can only do that for 2 weeks, and you're actually harming the body. You're totally overloading your thyroid with iodine, and you will have long-term repercussions from that as well. The truth of the matter is the people who are the most kind of screwed by a radiation situation are young people, because they will actually have the full effect of the cause within 40 years of their life. If there's anybody who's basically 40 years or older, chances are you're not going to actually really get the full effect of the radiation problem unless you're really drenched in it like a firefighter would be. Does that make sense? So that's the reality of it. These are the things that are actually happening, and this is the way that I have to shoot this video. And as annoying as it is to kind of re-get this and have to resend it out to your friends, I hope that you will send this out to your friends. I hope you will let them know that the news is not only not reporting it, but if you do report it, your video gets blocked. So I'm Nathan Wheeler. This is Yeshua Network. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a Bible study. If you guys want to tune in for that, I hope you will. It'll be 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be going over Genesis. See, got people working. We've got people working right now outside in this. You get my point? But yeah, if you guys do join us for tomorrow's Bible read-through, we will be doing it. It's not going to stop us. We're still going to be doing what we do because that's how we do here at the Yeshua Network. And also, if you guys don't know, we have a YouTube channel. This content will also be up on the YouTube channel because I know some people, they stay off of Facebook now. So we are uploading all of our new content. Everything that we upload now goes also onto YouTube almost immediately after. So I hope that you guys will go on there and you will support that and subscribe that and hit the bell so that way you get the notices. If we keep getting blocked on certain social medias, wink, wink, nod, nod, we will just be posting on the social medias that actually allow us to post and that don't block us. And as of right now, I haven't noticed any kind of blocking activity on YouTube, I'll just say. So I hope you guys really do share this. LC Slinger, what about the radiation? Well, the radiation is now here. It's everywhere in the air. Can you see that cloud? This is here. So I should be wearing this, which would just help me breathe a little bit better. Is the fire out? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. As far as I know, they're having a hard time containing it. Getting a little thick around here. Anyways, recap real quick. Santa Susana Field Laboratories is what you want to Google. It is based in like the Thousand Oaks area, Woolsey area, and anybody who's going to Pepperdine, Malibu, Santa Monica, if you know anybody there, the wind is just totally blowing onto them. This massive cloud is blowing onto them. This is the wind is blowing the opposite way from me, and if you can see, that's like a mountain behind me, and then it's just covered in cloud. So imagine what the other place looks like. You couldn't even probably see. You get what I'm trying to say? How can you test the air? Joanna's asking. That's a good question. Unless you have a device, unless you have the proper instruments that are sensitive enough to pick up on radioactive material, I have absolutely no idea. So I am out here. I shouldn't be out here, so I'm going to go ahead and log off. I'm going to try to get in and try to make my air as clean as possible. Go ahead and knock off all my clothes. But I really do hope that you guys will share this video, and I'm sorry that you had to do it twice because the other one got blocked. 654 of you shared the last video, and and they absolutely blocked it. They 100% blocked the video. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your support. This is also motivating us, though, here at the Yeshua Network. I'm just going to end on this one last thing. If you guys don't know who Yeshua Network is, I hope that you will come and you will subscribe to our Facebook page, Yeshua Official, to our YouTube channel, Yeshua Network, and we have a website coming. It's going to be yeshua.com, so depending on when you see this, yeshua.com is going to now start hosting our own content. And I hope that you guys will be prepared to kind of go that way and start joining us on our own controlled environment. And we appreciate your support, and we appreciate everything that you guys do for us, and your constant involvement with us and what we do. And please don't forget tomorrow the Bible read through, because that's really important. We don't want to let things like this stop the ministry from happening and the good word getting out there. Amen. Be blessed. Be the blessing. Share this video. Thank you. God bless. Talk to you soon.